Bang! Yeah, 713, don't step in this league, throwing rocks at the backboard. Living our dream, better dribble to the three, take the shot, here a cash drawer. And we don't even care what you say, we ain't scared of the hate, get a win in this last more. Stand in the paint, better clear out the way, hit the court with the black force energy. Every single week on a killing spree, you kidding me? You talk about winning with the epitome, you better be talking with peace and we locking the key on them. Know that it's rocking with Ryan and Donte, the drip guy, we beyond the gossip, the topics we talk on a pop and we conquering the obstacles that we cross as a team. Shot from the seats, we the Rockets like Elon. It's the H-Town run down. Let's get started right now.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us today. This is the H-10 Rundown Houston Rockets basketball podcast. I'm here with my boys Donte and AK. We're gonna break down some Jazz games, but first, let's get right into it. AK, man, what's going on, player? How are you, and where can we find you?
You can find me on Cloud9 right now, the way the Rockets playing. But you can find me on Twitter /X at AKinfinity_VVS, TikTok at Rockets Propaganda, YouTube Rockets Propaganda, and H-Town Rundown and Rockets Run Robin. Holla at me.
Hell yeah, it's good to have you, AK. And my boy Donte. From Steven Silas to Ime Udoka, we feeling good, man. We feeling good. Where can we find you, and what's up?
Man, what was everybody saying when we was 0-2? We lost them first two games. What was everybody saying?
It was over.
Well, it was over at that point. The season is over. Kevin Durant is too old. Trade Jabari Smith. Let's trade Tari Eason. Let's trade Tari Eason, even though I did get on his ass because I wanted him to play better. And he responded. That's how you're supposed to respond as a player. But now he on the shelf again now. So, God damn it. But other than that, we have a new emergence on this team that has emerged. But I'm okay, man. I'm great, man. I'm feeling awesome, bro. But y'all can find me at Coach Donte 5 on IG. Y'all can find me at Coach Donte 5 on X, which is I did change the name. So other than that, y'all can find me on right here with my boys Preston, Ryan, Diamond, and my guy AK, and at the Round Robin, you know, and sometime on the Texans podcast as well. So
yeah, how about them Texans? Am I right? It's good to have everybody all together, and we're gonna talk about some wins, right? Something that some of the other teams in Texas can't really talk about. We put BTA to the Jazz last night, right? So we're going to talk about the Jazz game last night. Yeah, facts, Donte, facts. We're going to talk about the Jazz game last night, how we were able to we just never looked back after a certain point. You know, after that first quarter, it didn't matter. It was just we were on gas. And then we'll break down that. We'll talk about Reed Sheppard being inserted to the starting lineup, how that looks. And then, we can talk about a little preview for the Jazz game tonight, right? Probably recipes already been filled, right? We already probably know what's going to go on, but we'll talk about it anyway. Donte, man, let's talk about this Jazz game, right? We ended up winning this game 129-101. Absolutely, like the score doesn't even show how bad we whooped them, right? They scored 33 in the fourth because we just didn't. We played all our bench guys, right? I mean, it kind of was what it was at that point. But go ahead and break this Jazz game down for me, man. What did we do well?
What did we do well? We came out. I mean, hey, we made shots, bro. We came out. We had some energy coming out. It was kind of a little bit of a trap game, a little bit to me, going in Salt Lake City, you know, knowing our struggles. We always find a way to manage to win there, but knowing our struggles there, knowing how tough it is to play there. We jumped. The game started off like probably 9-11-10, and after that, it just seems like the Rockets took off like right after that. You start seeing the defense coming in, and a lot of that because of the Jazz was doing it to themselves. I mean, Keontae George lost had turned the ball over twice in a row out of bounds. You had Sensa Ball throwing the ball. Jazz was just throwing the ball all over the place, so they was really self-destructing themselves. Kevin Durant got 2 steals, a couple of steals back to back. Reed Sheppard got a steal and a 2-handed slam. But other than that, and Amen Thompson didn't do too much today. Didn't do too much last night. He had some very good assists that night too. But the Stay Ready crew came out and played pretty well, man. Aaron Holiday, man, like I say, man, that's my guy, bro. I've been begging for him to play more minutes, which we didn't get that during the playoffs. Now you're seeing the full effect of how actually strong Aaron Holiday been since Ime Udoka put him in his rotation. Reed Sheppard continue to be impressive. And Kevin Durant getting him back, making the offense just more and more tough to stop. And everybody just flying around on defense, hustling for loose balls. I mean, making shots of Kobe, making open shots. That's how tough. And Jabari Smith, just being that guy, being able to make shots and play defense above the rim. So I think it was a collective group, forcing them to turn the ball over. And the part of the Jazz, and most of that too, is the Jazz just basically self-destructing on their own, and calming down Lauri Markkanen too, calming him down.
That was huge.
That was huge because that dude just been on a goddamn rampage. He's been going, no matter who he goes up against, he's just been getting every 30 a night. So it was good to see him calm down. And Collier, who's been pretty good. If you haven't watched too much of the Jazz, he's been really good as well. So we all rebounded them by 17. We had 30 assists. I like that. When we have 30 to 26 assists, that means the ball's touching in everybody's hand. Steven Adams was very effective in this game too. He was very He got that offensive rebound. He gets a block on one end. He comes back on the other end and just slams it home. I don't know who that was, but he just made someone pay for jumping Steven Adams.
I think he slammed it.
I think that was Filipowski, if I'm not mistaken.
He just about to tie the rim down on him, and he's been very good. And then 21 points off fast breaks too. That we was really impressive at that, but the defense and us shooting 79% from the free throw line, and part of the Jazz self-destructing too. So that was a great all-around team win. Everybody pretty much contributed that came in the game and played.
Facts. Kevin Durant came back too after a 2-game absence and whatnot. It was good to see him back, and he came back like he had never left. We had we forced 17 turnovers as well, and had 22 points off those turnovers, which is just absolutely huge for us. And before I get AK's thoughts, last thing was we held Keontae George to 0-6 and 8 turnovers in 19 minutes of play. Wow. And then Reed Sheppard also blocked Lauri Markkanen on a jump shot. Not a layup, not a dunk attempt, right? A jump shot. He tried to do an inbound jump shot.
It was the inbound jump shot that he came out and blocked. Yep.
Wow, that was just absolutely insane. Okay, what were your thoughts on this game?
More than anything else, bro, I think it's me, man, because if nobody ain't been paying attention, I watched the Jazz a little bit. Boy, their offense is superb. It is nice. It is beautiful. They get up good shots damn near every time. I want y'all to look at something, bro. They made 39 shots. How many? They had 32 assists on 39 made baskets, bro. And they only scored 101, bro. Their offense is the way an offense is supposed to look, bro. An NBA offense. They really, truly run an NBA offense. I say all that to say, goddamn, this Rockets NBA defense is really crazy.
Yeah.
Because, like we mentioned, when you got little ass Reed Sheppard blocking big, tall Lauri Markkanen's jump shot coming off a pin down, and he fighting over their screen, boy, that mean that everybody is locked in, and they playing on a string defensively too. Like there is no man left behind, bro. Their helper's gonna help, and the helper is gonna get helped every single time, bro. Every time. Jabari Smith's defense was so good this last game, bro. Like he was everywhere, bro. He might not have got the counting stat. He may not have got a whole bunch of blocks and steals, but that's because you're not even getting a shot up over him. He making you pass the ball to somebody else so you can have a chance. Ahmed Thompson's scoring wasn't all that. I don't care. Like he played his game.
Yep.
And his game, he's more of a Swiss Army knife than people want him to be. People want him to be like, I don't know. They want him to be SGA. He's not that. Like, get that out of your minds, bro. Like, he's Amen Thompson, and it's okay for him to be Amen Thompson. He gonna stuff the stat sheet. He may not score a whole hell of a lot every night, but when he has a chance to score, he'll do that. When he's asked to do that. Alperen going to Kevin Durant, I don't even need to say nothing, bro. Like,
no,
they just played their game, bro. But what's the name? We had I'm really liking Aaron Holiday, bro. Like, I don't know why he's playing so well, bro, but it's a luxury to have him come in and he just plays for the most part, he just plays his role. For the most part, he been doing it this year. Like he ain't been in his tween hezzy bag this year, bro. Not too much. He just been playing his role and is shooting them spot up 3-point shots. and he's getting that done. He playing defense, bro. But mostly it was the defense. We got back to turning people over, which is something that I thought we would do more of this season, given the physical attributes that we have now compared to last season. So hopefully we can keep that up, because it is very crucial to be able to get those kind of easy points against hard half-court defenses. Yeah, man, just a good all-around game. It's a good all-around game. Everybody played their role. Reed Sheppard only had 9 points, but his impact was greater than that 9 points. I mean, plus 33.
Yeah, him and Jabari both plus 33.
Yeah, him and Jabari both plus 33, man. It's crazy. And Steven Adams with a plus 44. Like, geez.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and I'm looking at the stats right now. We beat them in every single stat except assists. And then, I mean, we had more rebounds, total rebounds, offensive rebounds, steals, blocks, field goals made, 3 points made, free throws made and attempted, plus minus, obviously. And then we had
the free throws is the only reason they didn't have the only reason we didn't have more assists than them.
Yeah,
they was fouling us. They had to foul.
Yep. We had more. We had the difference between our free throws is more than they had total attempted. By the way,
yeah,
33 attempted. They only had 15 attempted, but you know they hit 14 of 15, so it's not like they weren't playing well. But again, reiterating the defense. I mean, holding Larry Markkinen, 10 points, 12 points under his average. That's huge. Tried to kind of force him to do some other things he's not comfortable with. Turned Yusuf Nurkic into a playmaker. And for the most part, I mean, he had 9 assists, but then again, so did our guard, right? Amen Thompson, he had 9 assists too. Had a 4.5 to 1 turnover ratio, which is phenomenal. I'd love to see that. Just a great game from all of our guys. And like you said, it didn't matter that Amen Thompson wasn't scoring. He didn't need him to. He did everything else. He was second in the team for rebounding, so he led the team in assists. And then he was just clamping, right? Same thing with Jabari, right? It's not going to show up in the box score how well or what he did to make people pass the ball and not take the shot, or how well he contested the shot, right? It's not going to show that in the stat sheet. But boy, was he there. I don't know what it was against this Jazz team. And then usually, actually not usually, but sometimes Nurkic gave Şengün a little bit of trouble, right? Tonight.
Them days over with.
Didn't matter. Yep, didn't matter. Şengün had 27 on 15 shots. KD, his usual, 71, 75, 100% from the field on 25 points, 14 shots. Like, I don't even know. In that first quarter, dude, KD honestly set the tone for us defensively. Go ahead, Donte.
Oh, I want to iterate, but like AK was saying, but I'm going to take it a little step further. Larry Markkinen has been consistent for this basketball team. I mean, like I say, a lot of people may not watch the Jazz because they're not, like, they have good talent on the squad. They have good talent on their team, and they're very competitive. But the way they can score with anybody. But the way Larry Markkinen, he's been on a rampage. And the thing about our defense, these Jazz tried to do everything it took to try to get this man open, like off pin downs, off ball screens. And everywhere you saw, it was a rocket right there. Like, if you had to switch, if they switched, you had to switch. The Rockets switched that very beautifully. They didn't let him go back door. Every time they tried to set a screen, you saw a rocket, right? Literally a rocket right there, either face guard or just right in front of him, because he's not mobile enough to go past you either if he's trying to put the ball on the floor. So if he's either trying to put the ball on the floor, the only thing he will have is probably, if he's going to put the ball on the floor, is his height. It's really his height, but he's not Kevin Durant, someone that can probably create in that some manner. But that's just how good the Rockets did. And then Keontae George, I mean, how many turnovers did he had again?
He had 8.
He had like 5 of them in the first half, like 3 of them back to back in the first quarter. First quarter, he had 3 of them.
Bro, he played 19 minutes and had 8 turnovers. That's damn near a turnover every 2 minutes.
They said he was sick though. That's what they said.
Okay, I guess we'll see tonight, won't we?
Well, guess what? They said it, but he on the court though. He's still on the court.
Yeah, he on the court. You're right.
No excuses.
If you play, you just gotta.
Nope.
It is what it is.
If you suiting up, you suiting up. You gotta be ready.
Yeah, but, nobody want to hear nothing.
Facts. Last bit here. You mentioned Steven Adams and how well he did. Let's talk about, he had a double-double, 13 points, 12 rebounds, and only 17 minutes of play off the bench, of course. He had 13 points on 4 shots. Oh man, 9 to 10 from the free throw line.
Hey, guess what? Press, he was making his free throws.
Yeah, he been making his free throws this season, man.
Free throws, man. He been making his free throws.
Steven Adams has just been an absolute delight to have for us, especially this year. And he's shooting pretty well from the free throw line, shooting a career high. Actually,
77% career high.
Yeah, career high. What is it with people coming to Houston under Ime Udoka and shooting career highs? Dylan Brooks did it back to back. Jabari had a great year. He's having a great year still. Shangoon.
Well, Jabari having a down year from the free throw line.
We don't got to worry about that. That's not what I mean. It's just overall, as a player.
Amen Thompson is been improved from the free throw line. He's improved.
Amen Thompson,
he's definitely improved. Yeah. I guess Ben Sullivan is doing his thing with them, huh?
Yeah.
The shooting coach, yep.
Did Amen Thompson? He didn't play under Steven Silas, did he?
No.
Hell no.
I just
Steven Silas would have messed him up, fucked him over.
Yeah, he would have still. Yeah, he would have still been retarded.
Yeah,
he would have been retired for sure. But yeah, it's good to have the team and this coaching staff that we've got. Now, Reed Sheppard has been an absolute delight for us as of lately, right? Getting a couple starts here. He started a couple games last year. Am I wrong? He started a couple games last year when Fred was out.
I know one for sure. For sure.
We were talking about how Reed needed the opportunity, right, just to prove that he belonged, needed the opportunity to show that he had grown in the offseason. In 17 games played right now, Reed is shooting 49% from the field, 45% from three still. His free throws are 10% down from last year, only shooting 71%. But he's getting 3 boards, 3.5 assists, 2 steals a game on 14 points. Wow. Do we have most improved player of the year award? We should definitely
be campaigning for that narrative, bro. Like, we got to be pushing that, bro. That's why narratives are important.
Yes, it's never too early to start campaigning. And all of you watching right now, I need y'all to make sure that you're campaigning for Reed Sheppard, most improved.
Yeah, we don't definitely put up a campaign for him, but I don't think he's gonna get it though.
Why not? Who do you think is getting it?
Huh?
Do you have somebody else?
I think somebody else is gonna end up getting it, bro. I don't think it's gonna be Reed Sheppard.
Yeah, you're right. The Rockets, we don't get a win awards over here.
We rarely get disrespected. We always get disrespected.
Well, the point would be, even if you don't get it, we're gonna have to make it look like whoever did get it, it was the wrong person.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters, bro. Because these awards are all, I don't know who they like anyway. So, and they really like Reed Sheppard, so it'll be hard for them not to give it to Reed Sheppard because they really like him. But even if you don't, whatever, man, we got bigger plans anyway.
Yep, absolutely. What are your thoughts? Start with AK, and then we'll go to Donte. AK, what are your thoughts on Reed Sheppard joining this starting 5? I mean, he's looked pretty good so far.
I understand it. I gotta he made some props here, man. I wouldn't have done it this early, but I think he's seen something that makes more sense for Reed Sheppard to start right now, with even with KD and even when everybody's healthy. So I'm good with it. Because what it does, I think it's more of a net positive than a net negative.
Absolutely. Sure,
you kind of lose his punch off the bench, but at the same time, I guess everybody else is kind of realigned. Like Amen Thompson plays more in a more comfortable role for himself, for him to be more effective defensively. Because you can't sit there and ask Amen Thompson. I said this before the season started. I said you can't ask Amen Thompson to go play point guard and go guard the best player on the other team and go put up points. Like, you asking too much. You really are. Like, nobody is that damn superhuman, bro. That's a lot. That is a lot to do, bro. That's a lot. Right. Imagine if you're going to go play street ball, if you was any kind of good at all, you sit there, you running the whole offense, and you got to go guard the other dude on the other side who like to tween hezzy every possession. Do you know how tiring that is, bro?
Yeah,
that is tiring. Like, what kind of condition must you be in for you to be able to do that? But anyway, I think Amen Thompson in the long run is probably going to be the biggest beneficiary outside of everybody else. And then another thing too is it kind of forces Ime Udoka to be more creative with the offense. Now you running Reed Sheppard off of all kind of screens.
Yes.
If you blow that up, you only blowing that up because something else is going to be open. Good luck.
Yep. And have you seen how confident he is coming off those screens from both Şengün
Dog,
and
he is firing.
Dude, I'm all
He
for it, man.
doesn't care.
Yeah. That's what we needed, right? That's kind of what we talked about last year was his confidence being like, when he first started, he was afraid to get benched because he was seeing how Jabari was getting benched. He was seeing how Jalen Green and Şengün were getting benched. And then he ended up getting injured, come back, was kind of, okay, come back.
And he got benched.
And then he started getting benched. And then DNPs, right? I mean, he played 52 out of the 82 games last year, so he missed 30. This year, he's already played 17. Right, so he's played every game so far, and looking to play and continue starting tonight.
Just don't reach in on Zion again, bro. I hope you learned your lesson.
I hope he did, man.
That's not good for your health, bro. Not good for nobody's health. Reaching in on Zion, well, boy, who you think you are?
Only thing worse than that is trying to take a charge from Zion. Rip.
Dudes used to try that nonsense with Shaq.
Yeah, and where'd that get?
Right, all right, bro. In the hospital. Nah, bro. Yeah, he boys got to chill out, man.
Facts. Donte, Reed Sheppard, starting five. How do you feel about it?
I remember. I think we was live one day and somebody did pose that question. I think you posed that question. Will he start? And we said we don't see it. We don't see it right now, but. Other than that, it seems to be a hell of an idea now. It seems to be a hell of an idea. He's firing, bro. That's what something he used to be hesitant of doing. He used to be afraid. It's called being afraid to miss and make mistakes.
Yeah, playing afraid to make mistakes. Yeah, that's what it is.
He's playing more freely now that he got Ime Udoka trust for him putting him in the lineup. And plus, another reason. You're getting so much of Kevin Durant and, LP is drawing so much of all the attention. Dude. You're not really looking at Reed to kind of hurt you that too much. No. To kind of create for itself, step up.
Except against that Warriors game.
Yep.
That Warriors game, they was tripling him at half court like he was James Harden, dude. So I was like, yo.
And so, but when Kevin Durant did him, that helps. He's going to get a lot of wide open jump shots. And plus, man, he's going to get ripped a couple of times during the game like he did Utah. Like he did against Utah, but coming off that screen when he's dribbling the ball and shooting that mid-range, that is a hell of an unstoppable plus for him too, man.
Hey, Donte. When he's coming off those screens and hitting those mid-ranges, who does he look like?
Chris Paul. Chris Paul. Like he used to always come off that mid. They set the screen. He can either make a decision to pass, or he just fades away for a mid-range. That's how Reed Sheppard is doing right now. Then
Chris Paul used to come off of ball screens with the ball though.
Yes.
Reed Sheppard coming off without the ball.
He can do it without the ball and with the ball. Against Golden State.
Yeah, he can do both. Yeah.
He can do both.
He can do both.
He don't Chris Paul used to just have the ball in his hand. He had the ball in his hand and can do it, but just because Reed Sheppard can shoot very good, isn't a very good elite shooter. He can do it coming off the ball. He can do it coming off the ball, off a catch and shoot. Yep. And he can create and do it at the same time. So that's it
opens up your offense. It opens up the things you can do with your offense.
And then his defense got so much better. Them quick hands we always talked about, and he's being more competitive on staying in front of his dude, even though he's still a little bit small. He's still a little bit small against bigger players. He's still a little bit small, but having his hands in the passing lane, being able to block shots for him to be a 6'2". I mean, hey, our narrative coming in, you want to make sure, by the end of this season, you want to make sure going into next year, we want to talk about the possibility of Fred VanVleet coming off the bench for this team, and you just locking it.
Remember what we said during the summer when Fred got hurt? Yep. We was all in agreement between Amen and Reed Sheppard. The goal is to make Fred less dependent upon.
Yes,
that is the whole goal. And I think so far we're definitely on track.
Yep.
Definitely on track. Obviously, Reed is kind of in a hot streak right now. We're gonna see we gonna see when you start peppering that steak, bro. See what it look like after that, man. Because when you got to deal with the Jose Alvarados and who else is a good defensive point guard now? Like,
Donte Murray.
who his defense fell off. Like, hold on, I'm trying to think, bro. Like, who's the good defensive guards now?
Dyson Daniels.
What's the name? Yeah, Dyson Daniels. Off night down there in Miami, who's actually having a really good season. Yeah, when you got to see the what's the name? When you got to see Oklahoma City, you got to deal with Dort and Caruso and them kind of guys. That's what I want to see. Like next time we play Oklahoma City, we're gonna really learn a lot about Reed as a starting point guard.
Mm-hmm.
And let me take it a step further, right? Not necessarily just a great defensive guard, but above average defensive guard that is an elite offensive player. I'm looking at Anthony Edwards. What are his physicals like against a very physical guard? That's like matchups like that is also what I'm looking at too, to see where he's going to be at. Obviously, like Amen is probably going to be the one guarding him most of the time, but how is he going to deal with him defensively? Because I imagine they're probably going to put Ant on Reed there, right? Just because of size, speed, and length as well. But yeah, I don't know. A couple things I think we're going to look at for Reed going forward, and we're making it really hard, like you said, to have him start versus Fred, right? When Fred comes back, I expect him to not have as big of a role.
Check your internet history, bro.
Whoa. But yeah, I want to be in a place where Reed is like the de facto starter, and then Fred is starting in spots. Why is he laughing so hard? It's not that serious. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the lineup where Reed is starting, but then again, we don't even know what it's gonna look like when Fred comes back. And speaking of coming back, we haven't even heard about DFS, dude. It's been how long, and we have had no update since the start of the season about where his whereabouts are. I know they project him to come back like mid-December, but mid-December is 2 weeks away, and we haven't had.
We ain't heard nothing.
Yeah, nope, not a single.
It's gonna probably be January, man.
I mean, maybe I'm thinking closer to the All-Star break. At least they would have said something by now about, hey, this is DFS, this is where he's at. And now that fans are starting to complain, I see like in the Twitter spaces and online and articles, they probably will come out with something the next couple of days, like a reevaluation, or at least let us know how he's progressing. But I mean, today I saw a picture. Yeah, people just like, hey, where's DFS? Nothing like crazy. Just
Okay. I'm about to say, like, we winning. Yeah. Why complain when we winning? What the hell kind of fan base is this?
No. Yeah,
hey,
just
remember, what was that AK was saying about Amen Thompson? What you trying to say? People want him to be a Super Saiyan, huh? People want him to be a mortal.
Yeah, like, bro, they want this man to be supercharged Jaylen Brown or Scottie Pippen. Like, they want that. All right, bro. Like, those are decent. Those are good outcomes, but you're kind of expecting a lot, bro. Like, I've always said, like, he's not an alpha scorer like that. He's not. Not that he can't score at all, but this isn't a guy who's going to roll out the bed and go get you 40 points when he pissed off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He still only had one 30-point game in his life.
Yeah.
And that's okay. It's okay for him to be a really elite role player. It's okay to do that. Dude's getting the Hall of Fame playing like that.
Yep.
That's okay. Get your block. Look how versatile he is. You can throw him on just about anybody defensively. He could play just about whatever the hell position. If I had one criticism of his game outside of the shooting, I'd say, man, if I had to add a package to him, I definitely would put a post game on him. Like, I think there's some untapped utilization there because he sees the floor well, he passes well, he makes good reads. And he got the size to be, posting little ass guards up. So I wouldn't see a reason why that's not something that you would put in his arsenal. But outside of that, man, y'all got to get off of Amen Thompson. Let him be him, please. Stop being mad because he ain't what you want him to be. It's all right, bro. Like, he's good, and we're good because he's good.
Yep.
They want him to be. What's that show, Press, that we always used to watch? It's called. Y'all remember Dragon Ball Z? They
Oh
want,
yeah,
they want him to be goddamn Super Saiyan Gogeta with Goku.
yeah. They want him to be. Yeah,
put together. That's what they want him to be. They want him to be that type of level, and he ain't there.
Yeah.
no,
He needs to
and that's
relax,
okay.
bro.
Yeah, that's okay, man. Now, if he turns out that way, phenomenal.
Hey, that's
right?
great. That's great.
But
That's awesome.
But we
Yeah.
got like right now, everyone's progressing, right? I mean, you're looking at Şengün, right? Who, is in contention to be our best player. Like I was saying, hopefully it ends up being true by the end of the season. Kevin Durant, it's Kevin Durant. I don't think I need to say much more than that. And then Reed Sheppard right now has been crazy for great growth. Just let everyone grow into the role that they have. And then you can start asking them to do this.
Look at Bari. Like, look how consistent he been, bro. And low key, Bari's still a little bit off with his shooting. I know the numbers not saying that, but he's still a little off. Like if you look at his jump shot from this season and like season 2, his jump shot is flat because of that added strength, bro. It throw his mechanics off a little bit. He's going in sort of, but Bari finna be like a 42% free throw shooter. I mean 3-point shooter before we know about it.
Free throw
Yeah.
shooter.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about his numbers right now. Right now, they're like looking great. Shooting 45% from the field, shooting 39% from three, and he's shooting 50% from or 50.05 from 2-point range, which is really great. But again, it's his free throw. 77%. But
Yeah, like if you look at the whole roster, bro, everybody that's in the rotation, like, is there anybody that you would say, I need this guy to be better at such and such in this role? Like, I mean, we can anything we say right now would be a nitpick, and that's a good place to be in. Like, okay, I can say, Şengün, make your layups. Okay, that's really a nitpick. You know what I'm saying? I could be like, Kevin Durant, learn to deal with double teams, learn to deal with traps. Why are you too old to not deal with traps like the way that you're dealing with them? You know what I'm saying? Be stuff like that. Jabari, why are you missing free throws? What's wrong with you?
Little stuff like that, But
yeah, you can nitpick. Yeah, we win, and like we don't have like a glaring weakness. Well,
hang on.
If you watch my I had dropped the video like I think it was like a week or two ago after we played like 10 games. There's some stuff in there. I'm not gonna say nothing right now. I'm gonna let y'all go find the video and go watch it. Rockets propaganda YouTube.
There you go. Little plugs.
I'm gonna make another one shortly when I get a chance. Another one just updating of the stats.
Every 10 games. I like it.
If I can. It may not be every 10 games, it's gonna be every so often, but
okay, when he got time.
Yeah.
All right, so tonight we're facing Utah in the next 3 hours again, back to back. I don't think there's much to for the game plan. They're gonna probably try to throw some different stuff at us, right? I imagine what's that dude's name? Sensible. I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna play a little bit better tonight than 3 of 12. That's kind of been the Rockets killer over there for the Jazz. Keontae George, probably not 8 turnovers, 0-6 again, but hey, who knows? I'm okay with that. You can do that all day, every day against us. That'd be great. Any thoughts on preparation for this game? Any changes you see? Any play styles? Anything you see need to be changed, fixed, tweaked, or ready to go for tonight?
They got something with Ace Bailey. They found something like he got a smooth little game. That's something that they may say, hey, Will Hardy might tell him, hey, I'm going to need you to be a little bit more aggressive, especially if Keontae George is still kind of under the weather. But if Keontae George is healthy, then the game is not going to look the same.
Nope.
I love that kid. That boy can hoop.
Yeah, he's nice.
As far as their bench goes, like the Filipowskis and the Sensaballs, the person that worries me off of their bench is Isaiah Collier. He worries me.
He's nice.
Because he's just so fast, bro. He's so fast, and he's like a thick, strong guard. No diddles. He a thick, strong guard, bro, and he be finding people where you don't even know that there's someone to be found. He will find them, and he could be a problem. He could definitely be a problem.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who that?
Higher passing rate. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but a better passer, maybe Drew Holiday. Just like the defensive tenacity that he can have if he's more focused. He's got the great strength. He's solid speed-wise. He can get to the paint anytime he wants on just about any guard, even like if they got 3 or 4 inches on him. Pause. He's kind of ready to go. And then just his playmaking is, I think it's better than Drew Holiday's was when he was in New Orleans. But that's just me.
I think I can see what you're saying, sort of.
You don't have to agree. That's fine. That's just me.
Yeah, I can see bits and pieces of what would make it come to that conclusion. Physically, he's definitely physically strong, like Drew Holiday. So there's that. He still got to learn to use his strength defensively.
I agree.
I think he'll probably grow into that later on.
What is he like? 6'4"?
He don't look like no 6'4" to me, bro. That's cap. If it's it, let me see what it says. Ain't no way that man no 6'4", dog. He's not 6'4", bro. No. It says 6'4", bro. I'm here to tell you, man, ain't no 6'4", bro. No, sorry. No. Come on, man. You tapping in NBA heights, dog. I've seen these what's this fool name? What's this fool name used to play for I don't even remember who he used to play for. I used to see this fool at the gym. I'm like, dog, you're not no 6'8", bro. Why are you lying? Why are you lying like that?
He got that Anthony Davis syndrome. Yeah, I'm 6'10". No, you ain't. Get your length yet. I mean, you 7 foot. Anyway.
For a fact. KD. Bruh, you 7 foot. All of this 6'9" or 6'11" crap, dog, stop it.
Yeah, you tall.
You really look 7'2", bro, but we're going to let you make it.
It is what it is. Facts. Donte, last bit here, man. Anything you need to watch out for or prepare for this Utah Jazz game tonight?
The game is going to be a lot closer.
Yeah,
what it is. I think it's gonna be closer. I think we still win, but I think it's gonna be a little more competitive victory. I think
I still seeing it being a 15-point win, but you know,
I got 10. I think it's gonna be a 10.
Okay.
I say 10.
Man, y'all nice. It's gonna be single digits because it's back to back. We're the older team. Steven Adams not playing tonight. They're the younger team with the fresher legs, and Will Hardy knows Ime Udoka in and out. He know what adjustments Ime gonna make before he make them, and we still in Salt Lake City, bruh. And Utah is not whatever their record is 16. I said 16, 6-13. They better than whatever their record says. I tell you right now.
I know that.
Yeah, I know they're gonna come in hungry. This is, even if it is closer, at the end of the day, we still need to make sure we put them away, right? I get that no one suits up to lose unless you're the 2021 Rockets. But other than that, like we ready to go. You know, I know that's a shot. But like we ready to go. We need to win tonight, right? Doesn't matter who's in front of us. At the end of the day, and this guy got it right, bro. This ain't a shakedown, it's a rundown. And we need to make sure that we give them the shakedown. I'm not gonna lie. Empty their pockets out, handle by the ankles, you know. Make sure we take everything they got.
Yeah, we need to stuff them in the locker, bro.
Yeah.
Stuff them in the locker with some smelly socks in it, bro.
Yo, y'all seen that meme? There's this dude. He essentially stuffs this dude in a suitcase and zips him up and throws him around. That's what we need to do to Larry marketing. I'm ready to go, man. Isaiah Collier, get your little lion ass 6'2", 6'4", 6'1". Get in there too, bro.
I think the Rockets defense really deals with people like Larry Markin and Will, because when you can't, if you have a hard time getting your own shot and you depend on the offense to get you the shot when running off all this, good luck.
Yeah,
good luck.
Offense is getting everybody, bro.
Yeah, if you wanna get on the Rockets, you gotta be an elite ball handler. Number one thing, if you're gonna beat the Rockets, you gotta have an elite ball handler and shot maker. If you don't have that, you don't have a chance.
Nope. And we've seen it time and time again this season so far. That's why we've got, as many wins as we do. Let's make it.
You gotta basically be immortal the whole game, pretty much. Make shots. You gotta be immortal to basically
SGA.
Yeah, you gotta score 33.
Like SGA, you gotta be just basically. You gotta be him. You gotta just basically be him. Other than that, you're not.
Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
And then the Spurs, who was dealing with us with the Spurs like that? It wasn't Cap. It wasn't Cap. That was just a junkyard game. And then the Nuggets with Jamal Murray, bro. Like, if you got a demon with the ball,
and you got two of them. And you got Jamal Murray that you can close out a game.
Man, not even
You ain't gotta go through
this season. Wow.
And the reason the Rockets, I can tell you the reason why the Rockets play their defense the way that they do, and the reason why having being an elite ball handler is so important is because the Rockets defense wants you to play one-on-one because they don't want you getting a bunch of assists. They want you to pick a lane. You either gonna score or you're gonna pass. They don't want you to have both. Usually they'll let you score because that means the rest of the team ain't in rhythm if it's one person taking all the shots. That's what they really want if you are that elite of a ball handler and playmaker. That's why when we play the Anthony Edwards of the world, bro, they just be killing us. Their numbers be looking crazy, and the game be closer than they need to be sometimes, and they be winning sometimes. Yep. That's why. It's more of a math thing, bro. That's if you look at the pattern. And I would also say Golden State, too, is another one, but I think we kind of figured them out. We just was too young to actually beat them in the playoffs. But story for another day. That's just something that I picked up with Ime Udoka's defensive style. Like, he doesn't want to have to double team a lot. If he starts double teaming you really earned his respect.
Yo. Okay, so we talked about winning. Before we get out of here, what do you guys think the final score is going to be? Starting with Donte.
I'm gonna go 107 to 97.
107 to 97. Okay, I like it. Okay.
I'm gonna say sheesh. 119, 111. I think it's probably gonna come down to the last few minutes.
I'm going 114-99. I don't think Jazz is cracking 100. I'm ready for it though.
All right.
It's gonna be a good game. I'm ready for it. Let's put BTA back to back. Get us up plus 10 in the one column there compared to losses for us, 14-4. Possibly move us up another spot. That'd be great. Rockets are 5th, I believe, in teams for the league right now. Pretty good to see us back in that link. Let's see what happens. Donte, it's a pleasure having you on. Where can we find you?
You can find me on IG at Coach Donte 5. You can find me on X at Coach Donte 5. You can find me right here. Find me right here as well. H-Town Rundown. Me and my boy Press, Ryan Diamond, and AK. Me and Press been holding it down since, Steven Silas, and it pulled down raining down here, but we ain't in that era no more. But other than that, and on the round robin too.
Sir Clap-A-Lot is no longer here. It's good to have a real coach and a real team. AK, man, where can we find you?
You can find me at the Rockets Propaganda channel on YouTube, H-Town Rundown, Rockets Round Robin, and on Twitter /X at AK_VBS. Rockets are actually 4th in the league right now, but we're 2nd in point differential.
There we go. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it, man. So my bad. I said,
which is more important than some of these little fluke losses we got. So
we can nitpick all day, but you know what? It don't matter.
Big zoom out, big picture, bro. Everything is always about the big picture, bro.
Yo, facts. This has been H-Town Rundown, Houston Rockets Basketball Podcast. Be sure to join us tonight at 8 for the game. We'll be playing on playback, hopefully not viewing on YouTube, right? So that way we don't lose our account once again. That'd be great. Shout out, Pastor. That'd be funny. I love him. Holding it down for us out there. Make sure you guys jumping on the live. You can go ahead and follow the account H-Town Rundown on YouTube as well as Instagram. And then you can follow us at X at the THEHTRD on X, and check us out there, man. Make sure to follow the website as well at htownrundown.org. We got everything out there. We got articles and all that. Ryan's still holding it down on the article side. And you can follow me, Drip2Ps_GAWD on X as well as Instagram, YouTube. Let's get out of here.